All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome back once again to TCR Trinity Competitive Racing. It's season 11, it's round 8, and after this one, there's only 4 more rounds to go in this slightly shorter season of TCR that we're normally used to. But welcome, everyone, to Sochi. Добро пожаловать в Сочи и в Россию. I do speak Russian, for those of you who didn't know. But welcome to Sochi, Autodrome in the Olympic Park, in the Russian Federation. And we are here tonight for the Golden Class race in the Russian Grand Prix. It is going to be an exciting one. This is a nice combination of a street track together with a little bit of a proper track in it as well. So tight corners, nice DRS zones, couple of good straights, couple of good overtaking places, a couple of really dangerous corners as well. And yeah, it's going to be a good one. So welcome everyone, it's Blin Machine with you guys once again, and with me in the booth, it is so nice to have Turkey Whacker with me tonight. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, Blin. Always a pleasure working with you on these big events. I think we're in the third quarter of the season, and we're ready to rock and roll with some great racers trying to win a championship.
Fight going on here in the championship at the moment as well between QVR Packer, Perry the Dog, and Snipper Pig. Those three guys are fighting it out for the top position, and the gap between the points is not huge. QVR Packer 118 points, Perry 103, and then we have Snipper Pig with 92. All of them have wins to their names. All of them have podiums to their names. We've got some really heavy hitters here tonight, and around this track, I'm sure they're going to be gunning for it. It's beautiful weather here right now, but Russia and Sochi is definitely known to have a little bit of weather come out of nowhere once in a while. And another thing I think is going to catch out some of the drivers is the fact that we're running strict corner cutting rules here tonight. And RAS Silent there had to lift off as he was about to cut a big corner there, but he's going to have to watch out for that, especially in qualifying. You go an inch too wide and it's going to kill you.
More like a millimeter too wide. Actually, I have breaking news from the paddock, Blin. It's going to be dry weather. It's going to be clear, sunny. Bust out the sunscreen. Bust out your vodka for the beach. It's going to be a Russian weekend.
A beautiful weekend on the beach in Sochi. Sochi is an interesting place, actually, because you can do both skiing and go to the beach in the same day. Drive up into the mountains that you can sort of see in the background of the track there, and you can do a little bit of skiing and then come down. I remember that during the Winter Olympics, they sort of miscalculated the weather, or the weather miscalculated them, and they didn't give them enough snow, so they actually had to truck in snow onto their tracks and stuff from the mountains because they didn't have enough, and because all of the Olympic tracks and everything else was located right down here in this sunny background with all of the roller coasters in the background and everything else like that. It's going to be a really beautiful track to drive on. It's one of my favorites, and I'm sure that these drives are going to put on an amazing show. Turkey Walker, we drove here just last night, so your impressions with the track overall, is this one that you like, and what catches you out here, if anything?
It's funny you say that. Russia to me is very similar to, let's say, Australia, Singapore, street circuits for the first time. You're doing it, you're practicing it, and you hate it. You're not having fun. You're confused. It's hard to get the reference points down. But after a while, after practice, and everyone knows the sport, practice makes perfect. You start to fall in love with it. You start to find little areas that you can get speed. You can cut this corner without going track limits, and I'm starting to really enjoy it. But I will say there is a death trap in this track, and it's Sector 3. We were talking about it in the league chat, and I believe Sean was telling us that due to the high altitude and the off camber of Sector 3, it is an ice skating rink. So it's going to be very exciting to see, at the beginning of the race, at the end of the race, with the tires worn out, how these guys are going to treat it. It's lots of upshifting, downshifting. It's going to be a real treat to watch.
And we're watching TCR Jones running into the start of that third sector that we just mentioned. So that's what starts over here right after that big straight. You got, a big little... yeah, there we go. He's
That's why
already
they pay me
losing
the
back.
big bucks.
And then these corners right here where he just went really wide, these two corners, I feel like they usually catch out a lot of people with spinning around there and doing a little bit of a pirouette for, for a second there. We've had a couple of people do that last night in Silver Class, so let's see if Golden is going to match up to that. But I got to say, Golden Class this season has been extremely clean, and their racing has just been up to the level of even Platinum Class drivers. I mean, we've seen people that, went over and reserved and did a couple of races in Platinum Class. We have Bamboo right now leading the championship in Silver and fighting almost for the championship in Platinum at the same time as well. So, I mean, incredible scenes in Season 11.
Fascinating. Yeah, Bamboo, great racer, class act too. Wonderful guy. So
right.
let's talk maybe about who do you think's going to be your top three today, Glenn?
Ooh, I think it's kind of really early to call right now. We're still 11 minutes to go in qualifying. I'm seeing a lot of names pop up to the top, but I'm not really sure who's going to be up there. Honestly, if I had to say anybody's going to be in the podium positions, it would be the guys who are currently leading the championship. QVR Packer, Perry, and Sniffer Pig. They've been exchanging wins back and forth. They've been exchanging podiums. They've been on the podium quite consistently in the last few races. So I would say probably, those guys, Packer, Perry, and Sniffer Pig.
Now I'm going to have to throw you a curveball and say, it's strict. This is something that TCR this season we haven't done, and with strict, it really opens the door for a little bit more excitement for guys that are maybe a little bit slower, but they're known for staying in the track limits in strict. And a guy like, Bam Bam, veteran, how many seasons has he been in? TCR F1 racer, how many seasons has he been in? Even Jones, these guys are veterans. They're like the Kimi Räikkönen, the Vettel. These are the smart guys that that will keep it cool. They'll play it safe. They'll avoid contact because we all know when Turkey Whacker is announcing, there's going to be like 5 safety cars.
Oh, and X Breezy there takes a little bit of a spin. He was a little too eager on the power right on the entry into that third sector, right on the exit of turn 14. He came around that left-hander and just spun the car halfway around, but he's back on track, no damage, didn't touch any walls, so that's good. Let's see if we've got anybody that's about to start an out lap or a hot lap. There we go, QVR Packer currently leading the pack here on provisional pole, opens up his DRS on the run through turn 1, which is just a little kink to the right, and now running into the hard braking of turn 2. Smashes on that brake, and he locks up the inside wheel just a tiny little bit, but still gets a really good run through that corner, and now keeps it as close as he can on the inside of turn 3. It's a really long left-hander that leads you into turn 4, now into this right-hander, runs wide, and that's an invalidated time from QVR Packer. That's how easy it is to go wide around here and lose your time, so that's unfortunately gonna have to wait for another one there.
And then we have Perry setting up for a hot lap.
And Golderator just started his as well. He's the other Haas here. Currently, those two guys are in third place of the Constructors Championship, and they are battling the Mercedeses of Bats Plus and Perry, and then the Red Bulls of Chargers and Sniffer Pig.
Actually, Perry told me through an interview that he had no practice for this due to work, so it's going to be very interesting to see how he does here.
So this is where his teammate went wide, but Golderator manages to make it through that corner and now goes into turn 6 and 7, and that's going to lead him on to turn 8, which comes at you pretty quickly there. And again, you got to stay within the bounds of this track, otherwise you're going to invalidate your qualifying lap, and then in the race, you get 3 warnings. That's a 3-second penalty, and it's not very hard to get those. I think pretty much everyone except for 2 drivers last night in Silver Class have all had at least 3 seconds to their name, and it's going to be an interesting one. Turkey, it's funny, you mentioned that we haven't really done strict this season, but actually we just did it in Baku last week. I know it didn't feel like it.
Yeah, that's why I didn't show up. I'm just joking.
Well, I know it didn't really feel like it though, because on Baku, you know, you don't really have anywhere to go anyways. You've got walls on the
Ooh,
inside,
Perry just
outside.
spun out.
Oh no.
He was on a hot lap too. He was going super fast. But yeah, no, it's I see what you're saying with Baku. It's the walls are right there. There's a couple areas I think in sector 2 where you can go over the track limit. But honestly, I'm down for strict. You know, I'm totally down. You just got to practice with it. It takes a week to get used to on a track, and then you're ready to rock.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this one. Let's see Snipper Pig starting up his hot lap. Let's see if we can get a full lap on board with somebody here for a very quick lap on soft tires on a brand new set. Everybody tonight is going for that soft tire in qualifying. I gotta say, the tire wear around here is really not bad at all. And so, you know, you can really make a one-stop work between a soft to a medium all the way for the whole 27 laps that we're going to be doing here tonight.
Yeah, easily. I would say if there's a safety car, probably lap 4, you could still jump the mediums on.
And Snipperpeg unfortunately invalidates his lap as well. 5.5 minutes to go in qualifying, so he's going to have to rush it over to the pits, throw his last third set of soft tires onto the car, and go for it once again. Let's see, right now it's QVR Packers still leading 130.1. Just Jose in second, 130.238. We have Bats Plus in third, 130.292. So very, very tight margins there. And Chargers in fourth, 130.409. Golden Raider in fifth. Snipperpick currently in sixth. RAS Silent is coming out onto the end of his out lap, and he's going to go for another hot lap here. I gotta say, one thing I really love about this track that I did not like at first when it was added to the game was the last corner. I think with the cars that we've gotten nowadays, they turn those two last corners so easily, and they give you a really beautiful exit onto the run for the start-finish straight. But other than that, though, when we started on these games, I think it was back in 2010 or so, when they added this one to the calendar, or maybe 2014, I think. And then yeah, I absolutely hated those last two corners.
Yeah, how much does it remind you of Abu Dhabi? It's just like almost the exact same thing, but that finish line is literally right there. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like either one of those tracks, but now I love Russia. Russia has become one of the best tracks that we've got on the calendar, I gotta say. And just to mention as well, Aria Silent was purple through the first sector. He's about to finish the second sector. That's another purple, and he is 3/10 up on his own time. So he would be at least in third or second at the moment. If he can finish out this lap with another purple sector, that will be a really good performance for him. Let's see, RES Silent manages to keep it within the bounds of this track. He's coming into the last couple of corners now, taking all of the track he can, and that is a second place at the moment, 130.152.
Yeah, like I said, in the sector of doom, he was getting a little squirrely. Probably caused him at least a second.
So we've got a few cars coming out onto the track, but not really too many of them. A lot of people are still in the pits. I think they're going to wait until the very last few moments here to come out and do a really quick lap, but let's see if that's going to work out or who's going to benefit from that. We've got Bam Bam currently sitting in 14th place. Not where we're normally used to see him this season, but he is coming out for another hot lap and hopefully can improve on his time. QBR Packer is going to be doing a hot lap here in a moment as well, so we will jump on board with him after we watch what Bam Bam can do. Anyone else that you're watching for, Turkey?
Yeah, two guys I'm watching for are two of my buddies, Sam TJ and McLaren. I think these guys are going to be scoring points today. You know, they want to get the monkey off the back. They're new. I think McLaren's done this a couple seasons now, but they just want those points so bad. They're such good guys, clean drivers. I would love to see them battle for it.
And now we've got lots and lots of cars on track. Everybody's out there. Everybody's going to be putting in some quick times right now in the dying moments of this qualifying session. If you guys are watching, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you leave us a like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. And that way you can stay up to date on all of our races. We race 3 times a week. We have silver, gold, and platinum class on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays at 8:15 p.m. EST. And yeah, I mean, the racing speaks for itself. The quality of these guys is absolutely incredible. The only assist Golden Class is using is the racing line, and I gotta say, a lot of people don't even use the racing line in this class, so they're doing an incredible job. Here comes Bam Bam. He's gonna round up the last couple of right-handers here, and he is going to put in a time of 131.5 for 12th place. Now let's jump on board the QVR Packer. He's just finished the second sector. He was just marginally quicker on his own time, so that would make him probably purple in that sector. We didn't really get that graphic because it was a yellow flag. But let's see QVR Packer coming into the little chicane here, coming out of the chicane, and now into the last couple of right-handers. Turns 17 and 18, down to the line. He improves to 129.950 and keeps provisional pole at the moment. Just Jose currently in third place, 130.238. He's coming up for another hot lap here. Let's see what he can do.
Another dark horse as well is going to be Bats Plus. Gotta watch out for him. Very strategic. Loves to do studying of tire wear on these tracks. He's like his own engineer. He's like a one-man band.
And Bats Plus is not too far off, and Perry just steals pole position with a 129.810. So he was only about a tenth and a half quicker, but that's an impressive margin for pole position here tonight. Chargers moves up to third.
Took him long enough.
And then Just Jose right now, he's doing pretty well as well. So he's got a few more corners to go, though. He's still in the second sector. He's coming out to the big straight right now with the DRS enabled. He's currently down to fifth because of Chargers and Perry improving their times, but Just Jose still possibly on the position here, on the only position to possibly take one of the top 3 spots here.
Very fascinating. Bats Plus is on a flyer as well.
Let's see, Just Jose about to finish his lap. Where is he going to go from fifth? He stays fifth, 130.164. He did improve, but not good enough. Bats Plus, he is just into the third sector right now. He's still got the last 2 corners to go here. He's doing pretty good on time right now. If he manages to keep this one, that's going to be a really quick one. It's a 130.138.
Great job. Kept his head down. Way to go.
All right, so that's 4th place for Bats Plus, but I think it's going to be Perry keeping that pole position there, 129.810, and that was right in the last seconds of qualifying there. He stole it away from QVR Packer, and the fight for this championship, I feel like, is just heating up now.
It's turning up big time. I'm actually surprised to see that there was now a team towing involved. A
Not
long
tonight.
straight in the beginning. Yeah, that long straight in the beginning. And you got to think, too, you know, obviously we all watch Drive to Survive, but Perry being one, is Chargers going to get the draft off of him? It's going to be very interesting to watch.
Hey, we've got another driver watching tonight. Deathwish Tricky says, let's go Jose and Bats Plus. So he's cheering for those 2 guys, and they're in good positions here. Jose in 6th, Bats Plus in 4th, but also we've got the fight at the top with some really exciting drivers here tonight. So let's get ready for round 8 of season 11 here at Sochi. We're going to do a rundown of all of the drivers and their starting positions once they get out for their formation lap because we didn't do that earlier. But any other predictions here, Turkey? I know, safety cars can come out here. They are common. Incidents are common. But what do you think we're going to see here tonight? Usually, when me and you get together, we see some exciting things.
Yeah, I know. I think we've seen what safety cars take out Sequit. Oh my gosh, it's just crazy. I would say that we're going to see some great racing. These guys are so much fun to watch because they're so clean. But there's definitely going to be some some incidents. It's got something to do with these turns and trying to get close enough to do moves on the inside without the guy closing the door in front of you. Because there's such high speed turns. So with that being said, there's going to be incidents. There's going to be lots of penalties with time, and if you just keep it cool, stay on track, avoid the incidents, avoid going off track, you'll be good.
You heard it, folks. That is a very good advice there. So, yeah, around Russia, you really got to stay out of the walls, stay out of the incidents. You can keep your tires alive for a really long time here, so that's not going to be an issue.
Oh,
And Perry there, yeah, really trying to warm
jeez,
up the
Perry.
car, almost hitting the wall twice. But,
Perry, hitting the wall doesn't warm up the car.
yeah, it warms up the front wing. Maybe that does something.
He's watching too
But
much NASCAR before this.
But let's run through the grid here. It's Perry the Dog on pole, QVR Packer in second, Chargers in third, Bats Plus in fourth, RAS Silent is going to be in fifth place, Just Jose in sixth, Sniffer Pig in seventh, Cold Raider in eighth, Jones in ninth, X Breezy in 10th, and then we've got F1 Racer in 11th. 12th is going to be Dre Diggy, 13th is Ryan, Bam Bam in 14th, Be Good in 15th, we have You Having the Giggle in 16th, 17th is going to be McLaren P1, Drismic in 18th, Prudent in 19th, and to round up the grid is going to be same TJ starting at the back. I gotta say though, I started at the back here last night and I ended up in 4th, so anything can happen in Russia because, if you drink enough, anything can happen. So let's see if that's going to be the case. На здоровье. Поехали. It means let's go. All right, so Perry leading up the pack there, but everybody's taking it super wide on their warm-up. RES Silent there, taking all of the track to try and get some temperature into those soft tires.
We have some guys on mediums. We got Dre Diggy, we got Ryan, we've got Drismic on mediums, and I think Mr. Fourth Place from yesterday, yeah, you started on mediums. What do you think about that, Blinn?
Yeah, it worked out really well for myself, I gotta say. The mediums took me through all of the incidents. Of course, I did have some lap once, I did have to pit. When I pit, I threw on a soft, and then I changed my strategy from a soft to a soft, but then we had a really late safety car, which then made me change my strategy once again to a medium, and then that medium was absolutely brilliant. It felt like a soft tire, honestly, around here. It gave me the same amount of grip. I really hope Dre Diggy and Ryan and Drismic are able to take that tire longer into the race than I did last night, and then we can see what they can do. But the predicted pit strategy is saying soft to medium, or you can flip that around as well, or a soft to a hard. I don't think anybody's going to throw on a hard unless they get into something right at the start. But let's go on board here with Chargers in P3, and we're going to see, or PVR Packer in P2, and we're going to see the start here. And we go racing in Russia, and that was a bad start from Chargers. Bats Plus is already up into second place, and Chargers now losing positions to RAS Sound. Oh, Bats Plus and QVR Packer almost making contact there as they go into turn 1, and really deep on the brakes goes Chargers. It goes a little bit wide as well, but Bats Plus is up into the lead of this race. He's battling with Perry right now with his own teammate for the lead. A little bit of a touch there between the two wheels of Bats Plus and Perry the dog. And Bats Plus loses that position, goes down to third. Now RES Silent is going to make a move on him around the outside as well as they go through turn turn 4, and moving up into now turn 5 and 6. And oh my god, QVR and Perry, they are really battling it out.
With that battle in the beginning, I was not be surprised if Toto got on that radio saying, chill out, guys.
Yeah, that was very tight between the two Mercedes drivers, and Bats Plus is now down to third place, but QVR Packer has taken his place, and he's putting pressure on Perry the Dog, and Chargers is putting some pressure on Bats Plus from behind as well in fourth place. So a very, very close start there. There was a lot happening. Ooh, Breezy and Just Jose were thinking about going for a little bit of a move there. We've got a yellow flag in the third sector. It looks like Dre Diggy's out and spun out.
Man, we're having a great battle with Jones and Bam Bam. Oh no, Jones just took out Bam Bam. He spun out. Oh no. Commentator curse.
And that was just a yellow flag. No safety cars just yet, but we've got X Breezy here making a move on Just Jose on the straight down into turn 2, and he's got the position. The positions are a little bit messed up right now, as they normally are on lap 2, and it's only lap 2, not lap 3. We don't have DRS. Just gotta wait for another lap for that, and this will shuffle itself back in just a second here.
What a battle.
So back to the front, QVR Packer and Perry the Dog out for the lead here tonight. They are still battling it out. They are still very close to each other. Bats Plus is dropping back by almost a second right now, and Chargers is 1.5 seconds behind Bats Plus in P4. So it's starting to really heat up here right at the start of the race. We're only on lap 2. We're only coming to the end of lap 2 right now. And people are super, super close to each other. Oh, there's a couple of cars going wide. There's a yellow in Sector 2. Dre Diggy has retired from the race.
Perry in front.
Yeah, Perry's just had a moment there. Bats Plus and QVR Packer both overtook him.
The best advice I can give is everyone just calm down a little bit. You got a long race ahead of you. You got to watch out for that Sector 3. And people are just getting a little too excited.
But it's QVR Packer out into the lead of this race now on lap 3. So we've had 3 different leaders in 3 laps. That is incredible. Now we've got Bats Plus in second. Perry the Dog in third, putting on some pressure on his own teammate. RAS Silent is putting on pressure on Chargers for 4th position. So this is just an incredible race right now. Just Jose right behind them as well in this huge train of cars. And it is going to be a DRS train in just a few moments. When we make it around turn 10, we'll be able to engage some DRS. A 3-second penalty already for TCR Jones, the first one here tonight.
Honestly, Bats Plus and Perry, they need to leave the ego at the door, and they got to work together to get the Packer. They got to work as a team, getting that DRS together, figure out who's faster. Oh, it looks like Sam TJ left the session.
And we've got 3-second penalties coming rich and fast right now. RAS Silent, X Breezy, Jones, McLaren P1, 4 drivers already with penalties to their names on lap 3. That is very, very quick, but it's so easy to go wide around here, unfortunately. And I think tonight it's just another additional challenge in Season 11 for this Golden class to deal with.
Perry spun again. Ugh, sorry to interrupt.
What's going on with Perry? Oh my goodness, is he
Perry's
not
just
handling...
having so much trouble in Sector 3.
Ooh, Chargers almost locked up too much and almost went into the back of Perry.
Oh, McLaren! Oh! McLaren hit the wall on the main track.
Here comes RAS Silent. He's thinking about going for a double move here, and he doesn't get any, and he almost makes contact with the back of Chargers here. This is the battle for P3 as QVR Packer has checked out by a second. It's 1.1 seconds now ahead of Bats Plus, and Perry the Dog 1.4 behind them, and he's got both of these guys hunting him down.
Wow, we got a great battle with McLaren and Bam Bam.
If you guys are just joining up, thank you again so much for watching TCR Trinity Competitive Racing.
Big crash. Safety car for sure.
Oh, let's see what's going to happen here. Who is that? That looks like 2 AlphaTauris. It's Team TJ and McLaren P1. It's the both of them, and they're both out. And it is a safety car.
Oh.
I think the two teammates took themselves out.
All I saw was one guy spin out. I didn't see the other. Jones has a drive-through.
Oh my goodness, wow, that is just crazy. Everything just changed around here. We've got a safety car early in the race, lap 4. We've got 3 cars already out of the race. Same TJ, McLaren P1 and same TJ, the two teammates, looks like they took both of each other out, and everybody's into the pits. QVR Packer, Batch Plus.
Glenn, it's going to be very interesting to see what these guys are going to be putting on. You know,
Perry's got a penalty.
Oh, no way.
And he's also he just double stacked as well with his teammate. A lot of people are going to be double stacking. Sniffer Pig and Chargers are double stacking as well. This is incredible. I mean, I haven't seen anything like this in TCR yet. Everybody into the pits at the same time and double stacking, and everybody's going to be coming out of the pits at the same time. Look at this huge train.
The pit looks like a circus.
Wow.
Alright, looks like X-Breezy is Jones went on the hards. So, am I right here? Is Ryan really in first?
That's correct.
Gosh.
Both of the Renaults, Ryan and Be Good, they did not pit. It looks like, actually, did Be Good start on those soft tires? Yeah, he did start on those soft tires.
Okay.
So Ryan also started on his mediums, but then we've got.
So they didn't pit.
Then we've got Packer, Bats Plus, Drizbik. Drizbik, sorry, he did not pit either. He's in 5th place right now on the same medium set that he started this race on. And this is what I was talking about. I mean, this is what I was hoping for last night, to take my mediums as far as I can, because now they're in a beautiful position.
Totally. I think that's a great idea. You know, let's say there's a very good chance we're getting another safety car. These guys are in 1-2. There's hopefully they're a communicating team, unlike Ben's, and they can go the distance and kind of run the show.
Absolutely incredible. I mean, this is super exciting already right off the start here. If you guys are just joining, leave us a like. Get some more comments rolling in as well. We've got a couple of other people writing in. FYKV and Mebi are watching. Thank you guys so much for your support of TCR. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Leave us a like and check out the links in the description. I haven't mentioned those yet. So our affiliate sponsor, Fanatec, we've got a link for them in the description. If you use that link, you really help us out when you buy yourself some of their amazing equipment. And also, there's a link to the TCR shop where you can buy some TCR stickers right now. There's a bunch of different options of them. They're only a few bucks. They're provided to us by Sticky Fingers Canada, an amazing company, and hopefully we're going to start doing some more products with them soon, but we want to start off with these stickers, so check them out in the description. Also, if you want to race with us, we've got a few spots, I'm pretty sure, open in Platinum class as well as Silver class, so let us know. Check out our website, and you can find all the information there. But right now, it's lap 6. We are on their safety car here for round 8 in Sochi in Russia for the Russian Grand Prix. And it is Ryan and Be Good out in front, taking advantage of this early safety car. QVR Packer, Bats Plus, Drizmik, X Breezy, RES Silent, Perry the Dog, currently in 8th place. And it's got 5-second penalty to his name for a severe collision on their safety car. I'm pretty sure he actually got collided into, so that might be reviewed. Let's take a look at the other penalties. We've got here 3 seconds for X Breezy, 3 seconds for RES Silent, a drive-through for TCR Jones, and a 5-second for Bam Bam.
What a race. And you know what, Glenn? Not even close to being over. I know we have guys at the leaderboard, but there's a very good chance everything's going to get flipped up again. Oh, TCR Jones is... Oh, he spun. TCR Jones just did Emila Russell from last year.
Yeah, TCR Jones, unfortunately, still getting a little bit of bad luck this season. I really feel his pain because I feel the same. I've had a lot of bad luck in the last couple of seasons. Absolutely.
It's such a sport. It's so mental. It's all about, you know, just confidence. And you know that.
And safety car will be coming in on this lap. So let's watch from on board with QVR Packer, because he's right at the top of that pack of cars that have pitted. He's on a brand new set of medium tires. He's already trying to get alongside Be-Good as they're trying to get their tires warmed up right now. But let's see how Ryan and Be-Good respond to this restart here. Going to be restarting for lap 7 of 27, 20 laps to go. Looks like Ryan is going to smash on the gas pedal now, and he's going to go for it. And we are back to green flag racing, and the two Renaults did get a pretty good restart.
Great start by the Renaults.
Behind them, QVR Packer and Bats Plus about 3 4/10 of a second behind. QVR Packer still trying to get heat into his tires. A little bit further back, there's a bit of a battle going on here between the two Racing Points and the Alfa Romeo of RES Silent. Bolderator gets a 3-second penalty. Ooh, Drizmic and RES Silent through turn 3, side by side. That was very exciting.
Oh!
A bit of contact there. Oh, Drizmic into the wall.
Oh, no.
And Drizmic also took out Perry. Took out Perry.
Oh.
Drizmic gets a 5-second penalty for the severe collision with Perry. Perry has no front wing.
Oh, no.
Incredible. QVR Packer right on the back of Be-Good in front right now. They are battling it out right now for the lead of this race on this restart from the safety car. But we have that major incident right now, as you guys saw on screen. Wow, that was incredible. Perry unfortunately drops right to the back of the pack, and he's going to have to make a huge recovery here tonight. If he can do that, it's going to be a big one. But here comes Packer. Yeah, here comes Packer on Be-Good into turn 14, and he makes that one work. A little bit of contact there with Be-Good, but I didn't see any pieces of front wing flying. So that is QVR Packer into second place right now.
All right, here we go. Let's see what he's got. There's no DRS yet. Packer's got to be careful. You don't want to use too much of that ERS. He should try to get in that 1 second zone and wait for the next lap.
I think that's what he's going to do here. Yeah, I don't think he's going to make the move just yet, but he is very quick through turn 3 on Ryan. Is he going to make a move into turn 4? He thinks about it. He makes a little bit of a look, but not quite close enough just yet. He does have quite a bit of ERS to use. He's got about 80% right now. They're going to be no DRS just yet, but they will have DRS on the next lap. So as long as he keeps within a second, actually as long as everybody keeps within a second, we're going to have a huge car DRS zone sort of train going from about 1st all the way to 8th or so.
That's the fun thing about watching Golden Class. These guys are so good. It's like watching like pros. It's like watching real F1.
Here comes Bats Plus. Is he going to make a move on Be-Good? He's thinking about it. He's moving down the inside on Be-Good. He is going to make a move. He's up into 3rd place.
Yeah, Be-Good's tires, I think, are getting a little bit worn out. He's starting to feel it.
Now there's a couple more cars looking at making a move for positions. It's going to be RES Silent, X Breezy. They're thinking about overtaking Be-Good as well. So Be-Good gained those positions under the safety car, but now he's losing them very, very quickly.
All right, DRS enabled.
Let's see what this is going to bring us. Here comes QVR Packer. He has DRS open. He's going to go onto the right-hand side, down the inside, into turn 2. And he's got that move done, and that is QVR Packer back into the lead of this race with Ryan down into 2nd. Bats Plus not too far behind. X Breezy just made a move on Be-Good, still making a move on Be-Good. RES Silent is also making a move on Be-Good.
Oh, we get a little squeeze. Ooh.
And RES Silent goes through in between two cars. He's now thinking about making a move on X Breezy and making a switchback.
I think X Breezy's having trouble getting heat in those hards. I think it takes a couple more laps to get those up to the proper temperature.
So that's RES Silent. 2 positions done in about 3 corners, up into 4th place. What a beautiful couple of moves he made there.
RES Silent showed up to the party to have a fun time.
He definitely is not silent. He's making some loud, loud bangs here tonight. Let's see what else he can do and how far he can recover here in tonight's race. He did pretty good in qualifying, just did not have enough pace on a one-lap basis against some of the other guys, but now in the race, he's taking advantage of the situation, and he is putting in some really good pace here tonight. Right now, I'm watching as Golderator and Be Good and Chargers and F1 Racer and Bam Bam are all locked into a really nice battle here. And this track just brings out really good racing because of how it's laid out. I think, you know, you have just the good amount, right amount of straights, right amount of turns. There's a couple of places where you can make some easy mistakes, and that brings out some really good racing.
Totally. This is
a little bit of contact. Sorry, there was Golderator and Be Good, and Be Good is into the wall. He's got damage. It looks like Golderator had some damage as well. I think they ran into each other. I just don't know who ran into who. Another safety car. We have another safety car.
Here we go. Just so you guys know, Freeze messages me to do the commentating when he says, Turkey, I want you to commentate. We need safety cars.
All right. But I mean, nobody could have predicted this tonight. Absolutely incredible so far. And just that tiny, I didn't see anybody retiring, but I guess because of the debris on track and because they took out some of the braking markers, yeah, I think that's what brought out the safety car. So that's safety car number 2 in just 10 laps.
Yeah, let's talk the important stuff right now, Blend. What's the game plan? What's Packer doing? Is he going to pit, you think? Do you switch? Obviously, Ryan's going to pit, correct? Because he hasn't pitted yet. Where's the other Renault? He was on the softs.
I mean, it's kind of early for Ryan to pit, but he is going into the pits right now. I can see that on screen. It is a little bit early. You probably want to get at least about 16 laps out of these mediums around Russia. But it's interesting what other options he's got right now. He can put on a soft, but that's not going to last. He can't do another medium because that's not going to be enough. He is going for a soft tire. So he's committing to another stop to another soft tire later on in the race.
Totally. This is the fun part, you know. It's like this is the guys that were out of the race: Perry, Jones, Bam Bam. Now they're all back. The party's not over.
It looks like only 4 people pitted: Ryan, Snipperpig, Be Good, and Golderator.
Yeah, honestly, hards just don't work here. It's one of those. I see guys battle here, and it's just. They just struggle. It's so hard to get the temperature up.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, you want to avoid the hard tires, stick to the softs and the mediums here tonight. But with these safety cars, with the shakeups that they make, and I mean, you have to make decisions about your strategy. And some of those decisions, they might look odd, but they definitely work out for a lot of people. But I was going to say before we were talking about that, QVR Packer had no point in pitting right now. He can take these mediums almost until the end, and then he can throw on some softs when everybody else is going to make their pit stops anyways. So everybody's locked into pretty much the same strategy right now. They can possibly try and take these mediums all the way until the end.
Easily go to the end.
But that might be interesting. I mean, around here, especially around that last sector, as we mentioned, I would say turns 15 and 16. They are so dangerous. On old, worn-out tires, it's so easy to lose the car.
Russian ice. Especially at the end of the race, you're tired. You know, it's so hard to just milk that throttle to the perfect precision.
All right, well, if you guys just joined us now, it's lap 11 of 27 here tonight. We're not even halfway through the race, and we've had 2 safety cars, and we are under the second safety car right now. We're trying to complete this one. It's, X Breezy gets a 5-second penalty for a severe collision with Chargers. I think he was trying to do a little bit too much weaving there to get temperature into the tires, but overall, I gotta say, it's been a super exciting race so far. Even with the two safety cars, we've seen battling from start to finish between everybody throughout the field, but especially for the lead. The lead has changed hands many times in this race already.
Totally. I think, just so everybody knows, safety cars and collisions under them, it's an etiquette sport. We all have to focus on just, not bumping into each other during a safety car, because, you can take 5 seconds and then the guy in front of you has to go in the pit too and take that 5 seconds. We can't take that away. So, everyone listening out there, safety cars, you get excited, just leave the space. It's going to be all okay.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we're going to get the safety car to come in at the end of this lap, but it's a long lap around here, 5.8 kilometers, 18 turns. The TCR lap record is held by GTR Lion from the Platinum class of Season 7, Round 14, with a 133.441. And we are going to be doing 27 laps. We've so far had 6 out of 12 laps on the safety car. So we've done 50% of the race so far under yellow lights. And now the safety car lights go out, and it will be coming back into the pits on this lap. QVR Packer will be leading the pack. No pun intended. Bats Plus is going to be in second there. RES Silent in third, already on the podium step, so he's done an incredible job here tonight. X Breezy in fourth, Chargers in fifth, F1 Racer in sixth, Bam Bam in seventh, Just Jose in eighth, You Having a Giggle in ninth, and Ryan in 10th. And they are going to be the closest people right now to try and put on some moves. We're going to jump on board with RES Silent as he weaves around and gets some temperature into those medium yellow striped tires as they come around the last couple of corners. QVR Packer almost losing the car again, a little bit too eager there on the cold tires, and we are
Bats
back.
Plus needs to attack.
We are back to green flag. Here comes Bats Plus. I don't think he's using enough of his ERS from the onboard of RES Silent. QVR Packer keeps the position for now. Nobody really making any big moves right now as they come into turn 2 on this restart on lap 13.
Why is he going so wide, Bats Plus? Stay close to the wall. I think we're going to have a great battle for first, guys. Great racers.
So F1 Racer there and Bam Bam exchanged position briefly around turn 3, but now they're back to 6th and 7th again. And at the front, QVR Packer 7/10 of a second clear of Bats Plus. RES Silent about 6/10 of a second behind them. And they are still trying to battle it around here. Russia and DRS not enabled just yet as we just came off the safety car on this lap. So we'll have to wait for 2 more laps for the DRS to be re-enabled again.
Yeah, it's very, very key for Bats Plus to stay in that 1 second zone. This is one of those tracks that has that long straight in the beginning where you can just really take advantage of and overtake. Man, Packer just really pushes the limit with the track limits. It's so impressive. I'm talking millimeters from getting a penalty.
QVR Packer currently leading the race and currently leading the championship race as well with about 15 points over Bats Plus, over Perry the Dog. But Perry tonight not having a very good race. He is down in 15th place after he got taken out there. I think it was by Drismic, or I can't remember who it was that took him out in a spin. Was really unfortunate.
It happened so fast.
It was really the wrong place at the wrong time. It was nothing to do with any one of those drivers, but
just
it's a racing incident. It's very unfortunate, but it is a good time for QVR Packer to be leading a race.
Just so the viewers at home, anybody that's a newbie, basically like me, when you watch QV Packer, if you notice, he's leading the race, and he also has most of his ERS. That's when you know they're good. These guys know how to save that.
I bet he's also got enough fuel and enough tires, and you know, he's just calm and collected right now. He's almost out of the 1 second gap from Bats Plus, but he still needs about a tenth and a half. I think DRS might be enabled on this lap. Let's see. Yeah, there it
Time to
goes.
rock and roll. Let's go,
And
Bats
here
Plus.
comes Bats Plus. He is quite far away. He's about 9.5 tenths behind right now. He's using the DRS. He's using a little bit of his overtake. Let's see if he can close
He's gotta
up.
do better than that.
Absolutely, that's not going to be enough.
Ooh.
Just Jose on F1 Racer also had a look, but not going to be close enough on this occasion just yet. X Breezy is closing up on RES Silent.
Oh. Brian's making a move on Bam Bam. Fantastic work. Very clean.
So Bats Plus has fallen out of 1 second. RES Silent is just wobbling around that 1 second gap to Bats Plus. So this is going to get very, very interesting right now. They have to keep within the DRS zone if they want to benefit from that additional speed. And when that flap opens up on the rear wing, you definitely gain a lot of additional time. So let's see if RES Silent can keep within Bats Plus DRS. He did close up a little bit of time there, and he's going to have another chance, hopefully, in a few more laps here. We are now on lap 15, just about halfway through this race. Still 12 more laps to go. Still, anything can still happen.
Totally. Very fascinating note from the back. Remember we were talking about Ryan in the Renault, started on the mediums. He actually pitted for softs during the safety car. So, very interesting to see his tactic of seeing how long those can go for.
Back to the battle at the front. Bats Plus not really closing up too much time on QVR Packer, and nobody else really making any moves at this stage, but they are keeping within the DRS. X Breezy has no overtake left. He's down to 3% right now.
Silent with the 3 second penalty. Bats Plus having lots of lockups. Normally you don't see that out of them. Packer is a little squirrely in the front, I'm not going to lie.
Let's watch from on board.
Sometimes when this is part of the race, you forget to breathe. You got to remind yourself, breathe, calm down, you're going to do fine. All right, here we go. This one, Bats Plus is making a move. He's only by a second. He's in the sector of death, as I like to call it.
Bats Plus, he's closer than he's been since the restart. He's gonna have DRS at the end of this lap. Let's see if he's gonna be able to close up some time on QVR Packer. QVR Packer might be feeling those tires. He might just be losing a little bit of concentration, but other than that, it's just hard to lead sometimes. I mean, you're out there, you're breaking the air for everybody else. Everyone else has slipstream behind you, has DRS, has overtake, everything that they can use, and all you have is just yourself and your car to keep yourself in front.
Sounds lonely. It's such a treat watching Packer race this track. He's so great at extending it. It's almost like an art form. Reminds me of watching Kersey.
Yeah, no penalties to Bats Plus or QVR Packer yet, or just Jose, or Ryan, who's just made another move there. It looks like Chargers and Snipperpig are battling as well. Snipperpig and Golden Raider and F1 Racer are all getting into this now. Oh my goodness, a lot of people now battling it out in the midfield there for position 8, 9, and 10.
Totally, and when it starts to get to the end of the race, I think a lot of anxiety comes from warnings. We don't know how many guys have about like 2 warnings, and they're kind of on the edge, and then they start getting in their head, and they start driving a little bit slower because of it.
And that's Golden Raider up into 7th place there, overtaking Snipperpig. And back to the front again, QVR Packer and Bats Plus. QVR Packer managed to pull out a little bit of time there. Bats is almost out of the 1 second zone, but he still is going to have DRS on this lap. So is RAS Silent, who's closing up a lot of time now on Bats Plus. He's really catching up to the top leaders now.
Oh, get a little squirrely there, Bats Plus.
Bats Plus almost hit that inside wall, almost went Carlos Sainz.
We gotta acknowledge Kano for making that joke first this week.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, and Arya Silent's doing such a beautiful job. We're watching from on board with him, and he's keeping the car so level. He's going through the corners. The car doesn't lock up. It doesn't weave. It doesn't come, switching the back end on him. Bats Plus is out of the 1 second gap now. He does not have... Arya Silent does. And he is now really closing up into turn 13. There you go. And yeah, he's now within 0.4 of a second.
Totally. Lots of lockups today from these guys. I will say though, the last game, lockups were a little bit harsher on the tires. This year it's a little bit more forgiving. You still gotta watch it.
And here comes RAS Silent. He did lose a little bit of time for the last couple of corners there, so he's actually going to have to close that up again with the use of DRS. And he's back where he was pretty much, but did lose a couple of tenths of a second.
He does have that time penalty too, so he might be thinking, let's get ahead of Bats Plus ASAP. I think the long straight, the reason why we're not seeing as many overtakes as we normally would is maybe some guys have some different front wing setups. Some guys might be lower than others to help out with that speed.
Yeah, I think setup around this track especially, it's very, very important. And you can play it in a couple of different ways on aero. I think last night I was running 4-5 wings. And it worked out really well for both of the, for all of my stints. But honestly, when I was running that soft tire, I could have lowered it down to a 3 or a 2 and really benefit from that straight line speed. So, yeah, a little bit of lost time there.
Oh, Bats Plus is in first? Where's QV Packer? Oh no! Is the game glitching? Yeah, it looks to me like Bats Plus is in first. And we got Silent right behind him, close to the DRS zone. Do a quick little check of this penalty that Bats Plus had.
QVR Packer battling it out with Ryan now around turn 3. They're side by side. Ryan is going to try and take that position. He's going to go around the outside still. He makes that position stick for now, but QVR Packer is not giving it up just yet. He dives down the inside into the next corner. A little bit of a touch there. Oh my goodness. This is just flipped upside down, and now Ryan has Golden Raider trying to take the position away from him as well.
This is wild. Glenn, we lost you there for a little bit.
I think I accidentally pressed my mute button.
Right at the most exciting part of the race. What happened? I was watching the back of the pack.
Yeah, so QVR Packer had a little bit of a spin. He was coming out of turn 15 and 16, and he just spun the car around. Yeah. He held it together, but he went off track, and when he rejoined, he was around 4th or 5th. We have another yellow flag in Sector 3. It looks like Bam Bam might have had a moment there.
Oh, poor Bam Bam. Yep, Bam Bam. Looks like he's lost all of his wing. Tough race for him today.
So QVR Packer down into 5th place. He's got DRS right now on X Breezy, but Bats Plus, he's not out in the clear just yet. Arias Silent is putting a lot of pressure on him.
And then it looks to me like when you left, Bats Plus got a penalty as well. What happened there?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I think it might have been for some contact, or maybe he went wide to avoid QVR Packer. It might have gotten an additional warning.
Yeah, I'm getting information from the stewards, and it looks like it was multiple warnings. So we'll see if he does send that back to the stewards to get that taken away.
But now look at this, Arias Silent right on the back wing of Bats Plus as we are now on lap 21. We've got 6 more laps to go. He's going to have DRS in this particular sector right now as they're going to be flying into turn 13. Look at him topping out 7th gear, not switching into 8th, keeping the car behind Bats Plus. He does not want to go for the move here, but he's probably going to go for the move on that bigger straight after the start-finish line.
Packer is fired up. He's doing his best version of Hamilton. He has to come from the back.
Well, he's up into 4th already, so he's making those positions up pretty quickly. He's only about 5 seconds away from the leaders, so he's not too far, and we've still got time. Left 22 at 27, we've got a yellow flag. Is that Chargers? I think Chargers has just had a moment.
Chargers.
But back to the front here, Bats Plus. Oh, Arias Silent into the lead. Arias Silent is up into the lead. Bats Plus is down into 2nd.
Bats Plus needs to keep his head down. Can't get flustered. He can still win this.
Wow, this lead has been switching back and forth here tonight. We've got 2 safety cars that happened already. We had 4 cars that did not make it to the end of the race. 3 of them retired before, I think, the safety car. So it's a lot of things happening. Chargers now also gets a 5-second penalty and retires in the pit lane. So I don't think that's going to bring out anything else, though. Perry the dog is going into the pits right now as well for his stop. Are these 2 guys at the front, are they taking these tires until the end? Are they going to make it?
They're going the distance. I'm trying to see if Bats Plus has anything wrong with his front wing.
Visually, nothing is missing on it, but you never know. You might have some light damage on it. But this
like
race, wow. There's a bit of a
classic rapper.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a little bit of a battle going on also in the midfield right now. Snipper Pig, Ryan, Golden Raider, F1 Racer, and X Breezy all tied up in a little bit of a train here. And that is all the way up to P5 right now. So, again, 4 laps to go. If anything goes wrong or if anything goes right for somebody, it could be a completely different race here. Ryan was doing well earlier. He is on a soft tire. He's already been on that soft tire for 11 laps. I'm not sure if he's going to make it until the end on that compound.
Totally. Can't count out just Joe's too, or just Jose, excuse me. He's got the guys in front of him with the penalties.
That's absolutely correct. So Just Jose might be our winner tonight. If he can keep within 3 seconds.
No commentator curse, Blade. No commentator curse.
Okay, no, yeah.
Yellow flag.
Yellow flag is like the 3. I think that's Perry. And we're back to green, so no more safety cars. We've only got 4 laps to go. Let's make it to the end. Let's have a good one. Snipper Pig is going for a move on X Breezy with the DRS. He's taken P5 away from X Breezy there with a little bit of a lock up into turn 13 and 14, but he makes that one work.
What a smooth move. Can't get too excited here. Oh, Silent looked like he went a little wide on that last turn. Bats Plus is only 0.7 behind. And Silent's almost out of his ERS as well.
Now I'm really seeing a lot of lockups from RAS Silent, and he's only half a second in front. He's really gonna have to keep this by the skin of his teeth.
I think I've heard Martin Brundle say that.
Bats Plus hunting him down. 3 more laps to go. Can he possibly take the lead and the win back away from RES Island? RES Island has been doing everything he possibly can, but of course there's still a possibility of just Jose, who's currently in third, ending up on the top step here tonight if he can keep within 3 seconds of Bats Plus and RES Island. Let's take a look at everybody's penalties. So RES Island actually has 6 seconds. Bats Plus has 3.
Gosh.
X Breezy has 11 seconds, Golden Raider with 6, Jones with 9, Bam Bam with 6, and Perry with 3 seconds to his name. Another 3-second penalty to Drismic just been posted on the board.
So this is Bats Plus's race to lose. He's got to keep it cool, not get too cocky, and just keep that 3-second gap in front of Jose. I think Perry is actually going for the Gordie Howe hat trick today. I think he's done everything on this racetrack. These guys are on 19 laps, mediums, and if you have one of those fancy Fantech wheels, this is when the wheel starts vibrating, kind of scaring you a little bit.
Yeah, and it's an interesting time right now as well, because even though Perry is not having a good race here tonight, neither is QVR Packer. So even though he's not going to gain any points on QVR Packer here tonight, he's not going to close up that gap. At least he's not going to lose any, not as many additional points in that gap for the championship lead.
Totally. It's like Hamilton coming back. It's like, he knows he's probably not going to win, but he's got to get points.
All right, and now if you look on the board, just Jose 2.9 seconds away from Bats Plus, 3.0 seconds now. Ooh, he's really gonna have to close up that time. He's only got a couple more laps to go. He needs to keep within 3 seconds of these guys. He's closing it up now, and I really, really hope that he can keep that gap under 3 seconds, because that would be an amazing finish for Just Jose to take away the win.
Gosh.
It would be a completely incredible upset, but right now it's between RES Silent and Bats Plus. Bats Plus is not quite doing enough right now to be really attacking RES Silent, but he's keeping within the DRS zone.
Why would he? There's no point. It's like, I'm not going to battle the guy that's got 6 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a chance maybe you could get a 3-second taken away from the steward, but play it cool. There's no point.
Let's see if that's what Bats Plus is going to do here. I mean, every driver wants to finish in front on merit and on track either way. But yeah, it's a good situation for him right now with penalties. He's 3 seconds ahead of Jos Jose, so he's out of that danger. And he is within 3 seconds of RES Island, so he'll be able to take the position on penalties at the moment. He's got DRS as well, but Jos Jose still managing.
Packers got 3 seconds.
Wow, so this is really coming down to the wire right now. They're going to be starting the last lap in just a few corners.
Alright, time to shake and bake. Looks to me like Jose is running out of gas as well.
Bats Plus did not have a good exit there out of turns 15 and 16. He almost lost the back end. And now he lost out a bit of time on RES Silent. RES Silent's going to book it right now with everything he's got. He's also lost time to Just Jose. Just Jose is within 2.5 seconds.
Oh, this is getting tight.
This is absolutely down to the wire now. It's going to be down to the very, very last moment. Remember, these two guys, actually the top 4 guys, are also running on 21 lap old medium tires. So at any moment, one of these tires could give out or something could happen. It looks like Bats Plus is also low on fuel, so that is just the worst time for him to be out of fuel and out of ERS.
Yeah, he just went out of fuel. Jose's been out of fuel for probably about a full lap now. So I think Bats Plus is going to be okay, but we'll see.
This is going to be super tight right now. Just Jose 2.6 seconds.
Yellow flag.
It looks like Bam Bam, I think, has had another moment. Or no, is that TCR Jones, possibly? But Bats Plus, RES silent. Bats Plus is out of DRS. He is out of it. So I think RES silent is going to finish on track. But with the penalties he's got, at the moment, Bats Plus will take that position. But Just Jose could possibly make a huge upset here and take that away from both of them. Let's see here. It's going to be RES silent. He's done everything he could today, but he's at 6 seconds of penalties. He will finish on track. Bats Plus will take that position away from him. Here comes Just Jose. It is a win for Just Jose. Just Jose.
What?
On the top step here tonight in the McLaren at Russia. I told you anything can happen here tonight. And I think Just Jose has put the right type of vodka into his car to take the win in a huge, huge upset. This is going to be a big story for the TCR books. Just Jose in first, Bats Plus in second, RES Silent in third place. Congratulations. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to talk to him.
I can't believe it. When I was looking at it, he was 3.5 seconds away. Where did he get that half second? And that was in the last two turns.
He pulled out a Lando. He pulled out a Lando Norris. He just didn't get a fastest lap.
He's got to teach us something.
Just Jose. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant performance. Absolutely incredible to steal the win away from everyone else that we had predicted for tonight. I mean, I don't even know what to say right now. In that McLaren, celebrating, taking a selfie. Amazing.
Man, what a race. I swear to God, it's like racing's fun, but commentating's almost just as fun. Alright, let me find these guys. I'll be right back. I gotta invite them.
Alright guys, let's run through the finishing order here. Just Jose, with no penalties to his name, with no nothing, manages to come from 6th to the win of the race. Bats Plus in second, RES Silent in third due to penalties. Snipper Pig in fourth, QVR Packer after that moment there on a few laps ago. He's in 5th place. Orion is going to be in 6th. F1 Racer is going to be in 7th. Be Good in 8th. Cold Raider in 9th. And X Breezy is going to take the last point away from tonight's race. TCR Jones in 11th. Drismic in 12th. Barry the Dog is going to be in 13th and probably very disappointed with tonight's race. Bam Bam is going to be in 14th. We have You Having a Giggle in 15th. And the last finisher on the grid. Chargers, Prudent, Same TJ, McLaren P1, and Dre Diggy did not make it to the end of the race here in Russia at Sochi at the Autodrome in the Olympic Park. Well, it definitely served up a beautiful, beautiful race for us here tonight in the Golden class. We're going to get the top 3 finishers, Just Jose, Bats Plus, and RES Silent, into the interviews here in just a few moments. But in the meantime, guys, this is a perfect moment to send in some comments, leave us a like, and subscribe to the channel, and we will hear from those awesome drivers in just a few moments here. Turkey, your impressions with the race overall, let us know how you feel about that one.
I'm blown away. I feel like I need oxygen. It's one of those tracks. I've been victim to it. I was like, I hate Russia. Why are we doing Russia? And then we do it, and everyone's having a blast. It's so much fun, and it's just such a treat to commentate these Golden Class drivers. They're the real deal. It's such a pleasure.
Alright, we're gonna jump out of this session here so we can go into the showroom while we're waiting for these drivers to get into the lobby. I mean, I can't even believe what happened there right at the end with the penalties, with the gaps between those top three drivers, with Perry getting caught up in somebody else's incident, with QVR Packer losing the car there just to run the corners on all older tires. It's, I mean, just absolutely unbelievable. Aria Silent is in the Alfa Romeo. We're still waiting for him to join here. He's in third
Yeah.
place. I think he's going to be the first one we're going to be speaking to here tonight.
So RAS and then there we go. Being a commentator, you get to become friends with everybody. I love it.
All right, so our drivers are taking a few moments to join up here. Let's see if anybody sent in any comments. Deathwish Tricky is asking if he can get some free stickers for picking Bats and Just Jose for 1 and 2 finishes. I just replied to him jokingly saying that we will give him some free shipping. All right, RAS Silent, welcome to the post-race interviews for the golden class of round 8 of season 11 here in TCR Racing. I mean, wow, you drove an incredible race tonight. You were out in the lead right when it mattered at the end of the race, but unfortunately, due to penalties, didn't quite work out for you tonight. So going into it and knowing that it was strict rules, what really caused those penalties? Was it just pushing too hard, or was it the tire wear? How did you feel about that one?
No, I don't think it was really up to strict corner cutting. It was more so up to just turning on the PlayStation and lobbing a setup and driving whatever is there. So, yeah, just unfamiliarity. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that I can really put it on. So, yeah, some oversnap or some snap oversteer with the car, but that's more so due to kind of not knowing what to expect from the car or how to drive the track too well. Obviously, you can just hop on, put racing line, and go, but some practice kind of helps out with getting the rhythm and whatnot. So those laps in qualifying were my first laps. First laps in the race were my first laps. So yeah, that's just unfamiliarity. That's all it is.
And this is going to be your third podium this season and a third place. Can we possibly see you rising up to a second or maybe a win this season? Do you think you feel any good about the tracks coming up? Brazil, Canada, USA, or Mexico?
There's not like at least one track out of those that you just named, but it's really just going to come down to whether or not I end up practicing that night. And either way, I think just coming in with minimal practice, like tonight I didn't really, and there's been a couple races where I'm not really there with practice, but I think that the pace is pretty familiar between the top guys, so usually it's either it just comes down to battles or whatever. So yeah, the pace is definitely there. I think some practice would definitely go the step ahead, and yeah, because I think the race I actually did practice for was Bahrain, so Bahrain was going well up until
that was a while ago.
yeah, I haven't practiced, so yeah, but I think from Bahrain alone, I just that tiny mistake getting on the white line on the curb, but besides that, I think I had the pace there, and I think with practice, pace will come. So yeah, it's really just up to me if I feel like it. So yeah.
Turkey, any questions for Aria Silent?
No questions. I think you just got to keep your head up, man. It was a real pleasure watching you, especially lead the pack too. You know, it looked like pro grade. You know, you were extending the track, and like I said, it's just like an art form watching you guys. And it's Sochi's a tough track, and there's easily a dub coming for you.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, thank you.
Alrighty, well, congratulations on P3. Good luck for the rest of the season. Let's move on to our P2 finisher, Bats Plus in the Mercedes. Well, first of all, congratulations on the P2 finish. A good podium, a great performance from you. You were leading there for a while. You got overtaken by RES Island towards the end. But honestly, my main question that I want to start off with is what was going on with yourself and Perry at the start of the race? You guys were giving each other no space whatsoever. There was definitely no team orders there. But walk us through that. I mean, it looked a little dangerous for a while.
Yeah, so I got a ridiculous start. And I got side by side by Perry going into turn 1, so that's why I stayed there. And I had Packer right behind me, and he was trying to pass both of us, so I didn't really have a choice other than to stay side by side. And then I almost crashed the car at like turn 4 or something, and that's what dropped me back to third.
Oh man, and also the penalties obviously tonight a little bit, worked against you here. You only got the 3-second. Was that because of going wide in battling, or was it just pushing for that pace here tonight?
Well, the first 2 were just stupid. I think I just like drove over a curve or like just off the side of the track. But I have to go back and look at the third one, and it was right when Packer spun. And I know I got a bunch of warnings in that sector because I had to go off the track, but I don't know if the actual third one was caused by him or not. So it's possible that the penalty might get taken off, but I have to go back and look.
All right. Well, also, a pretty good performance for yourself tonight. Another podium finish. I'm pretty sure you've had another. Yeah, you had a win and another podium in the last couple of races. So it's been a pretty good streak of races for you. Britain win, podium, second place in Baku, and now a second in Russia. How are you feeling for the rest of the season?
We'll see. I don't think I'm very good at a bunch of the tracks at the end. So I'll have to just practice a little bit, I guess, and see what happens.
So practice sounds like the trend of the night here. Turkey, any questions for Bats Plus and P2?
I think Bats Plus at P2, first off, dude, congratulations. I know how hard you work at this stuff. I'll tell everybody that you are your own engineer and racer at the same time. I just want to know who's Nico and who's Hamilton?
I don't know.
Is Perry Hamilton? Or...
If you don't know, that makes you Nico.
Yeah, I guess, but that's
you
fine.
guys are really just insulting him right now.
Well, he won once, so it's okay.
Yeah,
he
no,
got a championship.
That battle was one of the best battles to watch. So
did Toto ever come on your radio and tell you guys to chill out?
No. I said I'm not chilling out. I'm right next to you. So that's.
I actually heard. I heard a table breaking in the Mercedes pit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Toto slamming the table.
It's gonna be a pricey one for Mercedes tonight, with Perry breaking a couple of front wings and then Toto breaking a table and maybe a screen as well.
That's hilarious. No, but great job, Bats Plus. Awesome,
Thanks.
Awesome work.
Yep.
Yeah, good luck for the rest of the season. We've got some really exciting tracks coming up. But speaking of exciting things, Just Jose in the McLaren, managing to steal the win here tonight. Literally, just right at the end there, you were sort of going between the 3-second, under 3-second gap. You needed to keep within, about 2.5 seconds there to win this race, and you did it. And I went really loud when you went over the line, because that was super exciting. I was not expecting that.
Glenn went full fanboy.
Full commentator excitement. It was absolutely incredible. But congratulations on your first win this season. Your first win in the TCR Golden Class, as far as I know. How do you feel about that one?
Well, how can I feel? I feel great. Yeah, it's the first race I've done as a permanent driver. I was a reserve up to this point, and no better way to welcome me than with a win. Yeah, just felt great. I can't put much more words to it.
Yeah, you pretty much pulled out a Lando Norris there in his Austria podium on the last lap, doing exactly what you needed to do. Did you have your pit engineer on the radio telling you push, ERS for 10 seconds?
Yeah, I had a little voice in my ear telling me to push. Hopefully he's proud of me, but, well, what can I say? Yeah, I saw the penalties. I saw the penalty situation. I think I was down 4 seconds when I checked. And then I started pushing, getting as hard as I could. Then sometime in between those laps, like lap 25, I noticed I was losing time and I got a little bit of a code brown. But well, I managed to get it back. So yeah, just feels great.
Absolutely incredible, man. And yeah, I mean, it was so unexpected. It was at the perfect place at the perfect time. Everything worked out for you tonight. How you feeling about the league so far? You've had, I think, 4 races now. You've gotten points every single race. How you feel about your pace and for the rest of the races coming up?
Well, first of all, I don't think everything went my way today, because at one point I was down to 12th before the pit stops, before the first safety car. Yeah, I was down to 12. I thought my race was over. But luckily, I managed to get past everyone I needed, and the ones I didn't get past had penalties, so, well, that's it. And regarding the league, yeah, it's a great league. I think it's the most organized league I've ever been in. Pace is real close in between the tiers. I wish someday make it into Platinum, but I'll stay in Golden as much as I can hold everyone back. Yeah, I'm loving the league. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's really great to hear. Turkey, any questions for our winner?
First off, congratulations, man. I think I just want to say that your racing today, you were resilient, and I think everyone in TCR should watch this race and watch your racing, because you just said that you were down at P12 at one point, and due to your commitment and being resilient, you got the P1. And that's just the beauty of F1, if you just keep your head down. And we all knew it. And I was even just like, there's no way this guy's going to do it. There's no way this guy's going to do it. And he did it, dude. He blew me away. I was like, jaw dropped. I'm like, wait, what? That's got to be a glitch. I'm not trying to offend you, but I was like, who is this guy? And then, but that's just, you got to keep the head down. And it sounds to me like you got the perfect mentality of keeping it cool, too. So congratulations, man.
Yeah, keep talking like that, you're gonna make me cry.
Oh, that's the best part, dude.
That's an emotional first win for Jos Jose there. You guys heard it here. Thank you so much for the incredible performance you put on tonight.
Don't be getting cocky on us, Jose.
Congratulations. Good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys. Well, I mean, no better way to round up tonight but that interview. That was incredible to hear from those 3 guys, especially Jos Jose with that first win. And hearing his words about the league, I gotta say, I am fully behind that. Everything in this league has been really well organized. We've also got some incredible special events coming up still in this season. I think they're coming up in the next couple of weeks or so. We have the All-Star race, and then we've also got the 3rd running of our TCR official Grand Prix. That one has a very interesting format, a few extra points up for grabs, but you guys are going to have to wait for that one. So for now, just leave us a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date. But I got to switch it over to Turkey here. Turkey Whacker, I mean, again, every time me and you get together for a commentary, we see some unbelievable, incredible things happening on track, and tonight was no exception. So you tell me about it from your perspective.
I pick and choose the tracks, to be honest. I'm just joking. I don't know. It's just it's just so much fun, man. It's such a pleasure. And for everybody out there, the whole TCR thing, it's a great league, but let's all, tip our caps to the guys that do all the hard work behind the scenes. This isn't everyone's job. We all have our normal jobs and stuff. A lot of guys go to school. There's just so much work that's put into this, and it's just none of us would be doing this if it wasn't for them. So a big virtual hug to those guys. And Blint, you pushed me to do the commentating thing, and after what is it, 7 races now? It's up there with just racing, man. I have so much fun doing it, and it's I can't thank you enough.
Oh man, thank you so much, and it's really, I gotta thank Seafreeze, for instance. He's the one who brought me into commentary as well. It's not something I ever thought of doing.
Yeah, he's okay.
Yeah, but I completely fell in love with this as well. But I always enjoy having you alongside on these races, so I hope that we get to do more of them, and hopefully they'll all be just as exciting as they've been.
Let's do it.
All right, guys. Well, again, huge thank you, as Turkey mentioned there, to all of the people that do the hard work in the background, all of the TCR officials, everybody that works on our graphics and our YouTube and our social media and everything else like that. Thank you guys so much. All the commentators as well. We're still gonna have another race tomorrow with myself, and I think Seafreeze actually is gonna be joining me for that one. So that should be a really exciting Grand Prix here at Russia for the Platinum class. So join us tomorrow at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And from Blue Machine, from Turkey Whacker, from all of the drivers here tonight, and from everyone else, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you join us tomorrow, and we will see you very, very soon.